Welcome to another edition of What's the Big Idea, where we hear big ideas from leading voices shaping current and emerging best practices in both the professional and nonprofit world. I'm your host, Hank Boyer, CEO and founder of Boyer Management Group. Today, we're speaking with Susan Enns, who is managing partner and co-founder of B2B Sales Connections. She's authored 6 books on selling and is considered one of North America's leading experts on all things sales. Susan, welcome to What's the Big Idea. Tell us a little bit about B2B Sales Connections. What do you all do there?
Essentially, Hank, simply put, we help people and organizations sell more.
What does that mean?
Well, every organization needs to sell. You can't have a bottom line unless you have a top line. And a lot of companies need to know how to do it better. And that's what we do.
Excellent. So how did you get started there?
Oh, my business partner and I have been working together way back since 1994. We salespeople, then sales managers, executive level. And then the opportunity came up for us to start our own firm and coach people on how to sell more. And since 2008, we haven't looked back since.
Outstanding. You've been recently quoted as declaring selling as the #1 career skill for the next decade. With so many people moving to online and self-serve and those kinds of things, why would sales be a key skill for the next decade?
Well, online and everything, that's the lead generation side of being successful in business. You still need that human contact, that lead conversion side, and that's where sales comes in. The bottom line is sales is still a people person, people business, and people still want to connect with people. People buy from people. That's why sales is absolutely the key going forward. Times change. Yes, they're always going to change. If they didn't change, we'd all still be selling typewriters. And I don't think half of your listeners have even seen one. But sales will always be that consistent ability to move your business forward.
So Susan, define selling skills for us. Is it one skill rather, or is it a collection of skills?
It's a collection of skills, absolutely. But the key point is they're all learned skills. You know, if you're going to list off some sales skills, obviously you would know communication skills, and communication is both, right? It's not only the ability to speak, but it's most importantly the ability to listen and the ability to question and bring out where your clients really want to go. That empathy is a big skill for salespeople. Of course, you have to have that competitive drive, that ability to be self-disciplined and move forward. And also, you got to be able to work hard.
I would imagine there's a lot of problem solving in selling as well.
Oh, absolutely. That's what it's all about. Being able to work with your customers and being them to actually help them define their problems, because a lot of times they don't even know they have problems or where they exactly exist, and then helping them to solve those problems. In fact, sales is more so less about selling and more about helping the customer buy what's right for them.
So that sounds like there's a lot of emotional intelligence involved in selling.
Absolutely. Think of anything that you've ever bought in your lifetime. You buy it because there's an emotional attachment to it, because it's the way it makes us feel, or that's the whole idea of being successful in sales is to help your customers attach emotionally to that product because what it does for them.
Mm-hmm. What is it about selling that makes them relevant to almost every single job or role or occupation?
The only way you truly know how business operates is to view it through the other side of the lens, view it through your customer side. And that's why sales is so important, because that truly shows you how your customers perceive your business. In fact, when you look at the bigger picture, Hank, stats show that 85% of today's CEOs and presidents and senior executives who are working in the corner office started in the sales department. The proverbial.
That's impressive.
It is. That's the true starting in the mailroom is in the sales function, because it shows them that understanding of how their business actually works.
So how does one go about getting selling skills? Is that you said that they could be learned. So how do you do that?
Absolutely. By seeking out somebody who has them. seeking out that coach, learning what it is, step by step of how to create that repeatable sales process that takes somebody who doesn't know they have a problem to not only solving that problem, but wanting to solve that problem immediately. Okay, seek somebody out. There's a reason why professional athletes still have coaches, even though they can play the game. They still need that coach to operate at peak performance. It's no different in sales.
Well said. What's your advice to recent grads about sales as a place to start one's career and build one's career?
Yeah, I think it's one of the best places, as I said. The true way to learn about business is to learn why companies and other consumers buy from you. Best way to do that is in sales. Look at it from your customer's perspective, learn about the business, and that's what's going to, regardless of whether you end up starting your own company or going for senior management, that's the way you're going to understand how things work. It's a best place to start. It's how I started.
So what advice would you have to entrepreneurs and business owners that are a few years removed from graduating school and they're looking to acquire selling skills? What would you say to them?
Again, seek out somebody who's done it. Okay, you probably built your business from the ground up. You were probably the ones who brought the first customers on right from the start. Now your business has grown. You want to take it to the next level. You need people to show you how to sell, and you need to be able to create that process that can be taught to others to execute on your behalf.
Well, we've been speaking with Susan Enns, who's co-founder and managing partner at B2B Sales Connections, here on What's the Big Idea. Susan, what's the big idea you'd like viewers to take away with you today from our discussion?
Actually, the big idea is something very small. It takes only 15 to 30 seconds, and it's being able to describe what it is that you do. And I don't mean, Hank, about what products you sell. I mean, that's how you do what you do. I'm talking about what it is that you truly do. What is the main customer benefit that somebody will gain from doing business with you? If you can describe that with the empathy from your customer's perspective, you'll be very, very successful in sales for sure.
Great. What's the website where people can learn more about B2B Sales Connections?
Yep, B2BSalesConnections.com. That's B, the number 2B, salesconnections.com.
And I want to thank Susan Enns for joining us today on What's the Big Idea, sharing her thoughts about the importance of learning and developing selling skills as a great career move, making today's show both educational and entertaining. And I'd also like to thank our viewers for watching. Otherwise, we wouldn't have a show. For What's the Big Idea, I'm your host, Hank Boyer, reminding you to use the big ideas that you heard today to make a difference. Bye-bye, folks. Until next time.